Poof, poof.
Poof poof.
Okay, that's the intro. Okay, cool. Um, so which of you two wants a thing?
Jomba.
Sure. All right. So we started in a prison, and we were locked up tightly in the cell. And some random holy dude came to us and like, drink this, bro. We we're gonna bless you. It's totally a blessing. And I said, sure, whatever. And I thought it was poison, but it's some shiny shit, I guess. And I drank it. Meanwhile, the dumbass barbarian over here didn't drink it and nearly killed himself, but he didn't actually because of plot reasons. And yeah, he didn't get the cool, totally blessing. That's totally a blessing. And yeah, we got eventually released with a bunch of other dudes. We were in like a Shane train, Shane gang, whatever it's called.
Hmm.
Yeah, where a bunch of people are chained together and walking away. And they led us to a cart with some dead horses and a bunch of weapons, and they just kind of waited for us to do something. And naturally, we as prisoners approached the weapons and geared up, and the priest just kind of just moved an invisible dome for where we stood away from us, and just kind of left us in this new wasteland that we had just entered. And when we tried to go back there, this invisible dome is covering the whole safe place for the priests. So only way forward is to ascend the big tower that was in front of us, and so we did. And on the way, we saw a big bird and lured it towards us, and it was a big dragon, and it killed us. Very cool.
Mhm.
And then we respawned on top of the dome, which was above the tower, and we met an old lady who basically took our souls and placed them back into the living world somehow. And that's where we ended.
Okay. Am I still muted? No, I'm good. Okay. So yeah. So Preben's character is going to be elsewhere, and we'll deal with that a little later. Um, but for now, do you two want to do anything where you are?
Yeah, I want to ask, who are you to this old lady?
Mhm.
Okay. Well,
Ah,
she goes. Well, I am the one who saved you.
yeah, and we appreciate it, but that doesn't really answer my question.
I am the mistress of the web.
You want 2 scoop or 3 scoop?
And
I love
me-
that stat.
Give me 3 scoops, dude.
I won 4 because I'm a big boy.
Okay, so let's continue.
Mm-hmm.
So she has given you an answer.
And what is that, like your job profession?
You could say that.
And your job is to like pull these souls towards you and let them clear this tower, or am I getting that right?
Well, I can only keep so many.
What's your limit?
I'm not sure. It depends.
Why are you trapped here?
Just like everything else here. There is no way to leave.
But aren't you outside the dome?
She actually isn't. You are upside down on the top of the interior of the dome.
No. I mean, you seem very capable with whatever you just did to us. Don't you have the means to escape?
She shakes her head no.
Hmm. Okay. How long has this been a thing?
Well, ever since the catastrophe.
Okay.
And your character is aware, since you made a history check last time, the city's been like this for 25 years, give or take.
And you just kept this routine up, sending people in they used to die, right?
Yeah, so it seems you're now learning. You didn't know that they were actually doing this, but you're now learning that they don't want to risk people who they deem as non expendable. So, actual heroes, things of that nature, on trying to solve this problem.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, they just. See, and you were now learning that they are just sending random imprisoned individuals into this place to see if they will eventually solve the problem. You haven't actually been in the city yet, but since it's been 25 years, give or take, and the problem hasn't been solved yet, you assume that their strategy is not exactly working,
Yeah.
at least as of now.
So, what's the furthest someone has been in the tower?
You're asking her.
Yeah.
She shrugs.
Are we the only one who has, been in this place and been wrapped in your nets?
Been to this place and wrapped in my net are two different questions.
All right. Been to this place, and I motion to us being upside down the tower.
A few have made it up here, but they haven't noticed me. In other words, there's probably a few people who have had magic to get up here, but they haven't interacted with her for whatever reason.
Are we the first to interact with you in 25 years?
Give or take.
Okay. So maybe something's working then?
Maybe.
So why is it working on us and not like everyone else you sent through?
She shrugs, and she looks quizzically at you when you say sent through, as in if she sent someone through. She didn't send
Yeah.
anyone.
When I say that, I mean, I'm assuming you're with these priests, right?
No, they simply asked for my aid.
Oh, so you're like a third party.
To them, no. To me, yes.
Okay.
So to them, they
So,
think that she is with them, but she doesn't feel the same.
so what's your reason for helping out?
Well, you were the first to be captured in my web.
Mm-hmm.
And I felt as though I wouldn't want you to remain trapped. This, by the way, just to remind you, because I did say something yesterday, this doesn't line up with what she said earlier. Because what she said earlier is that she had to intercept your souls before they left.
Mm-hmm.
Well, from what you said earlier, you said that you had to intercept our souls, and are you saying they will be trapped there instead? So what is it?
You are quite a good listener. I did have to intercept them by extending the web, preventing your soul's escape. However, I could not do so without your priest friends doing what they did.
Which is
Sanctifying your soul. As she looks to both of you.
You mean the weird cup thingy? I
She
didn't do
shakes her
that.
head no.
No.
oh, well,
Damn magic.
I was in the cup while we're on it.
Well, your barbarian friend actually got a really lucky roll that time and actually knows what it is.
Well, I don't.
And he decided not to take it even though he knew what it was.
Uh-huh. Because drawbacks, there always are drawbacks. Nothing is for free in the world.
Yeah, let me just say that to Preben, for his sake, the barbarian character found out that the cup that the guy was trying to get him to drink from was a potion of protection, and he decided not to drink from it. So,
It was too sus.
Sus.
and by the way, Yomba, you are going to get a bonus because you did drink from it,
Oh,
but you haven't gotten the bonus yet. But she shakes her head
Uh,
no towards the cup being the reason.
No.
Well, what exactly did they do?
You see, they wrote your name down on a scroll.
Yeah.
Seems mundane, perhaps, but for the purposes of saving you. She looks back and forth.
Thought
They've done a ritual to the paper. Seems no one else who has been brought here has been honest.
thought
So, so it's like a thing for easier for you to locate the soul or something?
You
Since you know
have
our true name?
been sanctified.
Yeah, that's another word for it, I guess.
You don't know what she means by
mm,
that. You can ask her to elaborate, but
so
this person is a little squirrely, so you don't know if she'll answer or not.
so if I'm right, that if we finish this problem, get that paper, we basically can't die.
She shakes her head no.
Oh,
The paper has been ritually enhanced. You do not need to obtain it.
Mm-hmm.
okay.
All right. So I'm guessing if we should ever complete this, our reward for completing is
Death.
our existence, or we actually dying. Who knows?
She
But not
shrugs.
but not completing it means live forever in this place. Death not being a problem. Well, maybe only old age. I don't know.
She shrugs. That
In-
is your fate to determine.
well, it can't be that bad.
In other words, she's saying there is a little bit of choice when it comes to when you finish this, what happens.
Mm-hmm. All right. So how do you send us back?
She motions to the cauldron. You
You
see
take
the
a sip.
boiling pink liquid within.
Drink from it.
She nods. But I do have a few things that may aid you.
Okay.
She tosses you, Swarma, a bottle filled with what looks like water.
Can I take a closer look?
Sure, you can examine it with Arcana if you're trying to discern its purpose. There we go. Yes, this is a bottle of healing waters. It's basically a healing potion.
It's an Estus, right?
Yes, you can refill it by defeating enemies.
Nice. Ooh.
But they have to have a healing waters on them. And you have to
Okay.
harvest it from their corpse.
Neat.
So infinite health potion.
No,
Basically, I'm guessing.
we have one
You
charge.
have so many uses of it and you can use it in battle.
hmm
But in order to get more, you have to harvest it from defeated foes that actually have it, and it takes time. So you can't just like harvest it in one turn or whatever.
Or I'm guessing finding a safe spot, resting
Yeah,
there.
the safe spots restore almost everything that you have, including your friends who are no longer with you.
Mm-hmm.
Your plate and my plate is all
So
cleaned up.
So how many charges does the bottle have? One
currently,
or
it has 2.
okay?
Well, I
And
don't
it
have
is
any questions.
considered a basic healing potion each time you take one.
So like 2d2, the 2d4 plus 2 or something.
Whatever the basic one is, the lowest one.
Two d4 plus 2. Yep.
She looks towards the dragon. The dragonborn, I should say. That is the purpose of the drinking from the chalice. In other words, you can't benefit from it.
Ooh. Yikes.
Even if he hands it to you, you can't heal from it. It'll basically function as water and nothing else.
Sucks, dude. But you knew this would happen.
He knew something would not happen to him as a result of not drinking from it, but he wasn't entirely sure of the consequences. Because he didn't roll that high.
But he rolled it high enough to
Know that that would have been
look.
beneficial to him to have it, and then he didn't take it.
Mm-hmm.
However,
Yeah.
you will not go unrewarded. And she motions to a what looks like a wooden chest of like a wooden like closet kind of that you would normally open, and there's like a, a metal rod inside that you would put hangers on for like coats and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
She motions towards it. You can select one object from this closet. You could tell that she was thinking for a moment when she was thinking of what to call it.
Okay. I'll take a peek.
And both of you can take something from it. So, when you look inside, you see sets of armor ranging from light to heavy. You see different types of weapons. You see other objects sitting on the bottom of the. You see other objects on the bottom of the. That are just sort of like haphazardly. They're probably arranged in a manner that makes sense to her, but not to you.
Mm-hmm.
You can put that in the microwave if you want.
This is where you get to choose one uncommon magic item, or since +1 armor is not technically an uncommon magic item, a +1 armor.
Or a +1 weapon.
Well, +1 weapons are uncommon magic items.
Yeah, okay. In that case, give me a moment.
Mm-hmm.
Do I also get this item class thingamabob?
Yep.
Or okay.
You do.
Yes, the dice no good, useless.
I'm
So
just waiting for your
+1.
character to be finished for me to throw them in here.
Oh yeah, it's pretty much finished. The only thing I need now is a name, but still. So +1 armor or
+1 armor or any other uncommon magic item.
okay.
So it can be a weapon, which is +1, or any other magic item like a trinket or whatnot.
I would like a cloak of elven kind.
Done. As she sees
Nice.
you select
Oh.
this item, she goes, "Oh, so you're like those of the city." She nods towards you.
Yeah, it really suits me.
She nods. I assume your brute friend is perusing my weapon selection.
What? No.
As you have this giant axe in your hands. What? No!
Pulls out a cloak. This thing. Cloak of protection.
If that's what you want, that's what you'll get.
Yeah.
She goes, perhaps more learned than others of your expertise.
Mm-hmm.
She nods towards you. Suddenly, you're Kenku, right?
Yep.
You hear a loud noise. And she goes, And she just sort of reaches out, and suddenly a thread appears next to her, and she just sort of pulls on it. All right, so Mr. Kenku, who is currently nameless, you wake up in a stone hut. Yeah, he wakes up in the same place that you guys did. The entire floor of the hut is covered in like
I
hay
just
or
saw
straw.
image.
Yeah, you are here. There are 2 windows in this hut, and an open concept doorway.
God damn it, P-Pen. God damn it,
So,
I just saw a character image.
oh, I haven't.
Oh, the image I sent.
Okay, dude.
I was looking for how to voice act as a retarded kid, and this was like the first video I got. And yeah,
No, not the
I
video. Not the
I
video.
just clicked the video, and one of the things that
No.
YouTube wanted me to watch was what?
Freeman. Not the video. Your character's image.
Oh, I
No,
won't look at that yet.
I've already seen it.
can't unsee it.
So,
I'm gonna take
I'm
winged boots, by the way, so now I can fly, kind of.
Either way, go on.
So what I was gonna say is, I'm gonna give you the opportunity because your character was also one of the prisoners who was brought here. However, you were brought here before they were brought here. So, I'm gonna
But a
give you
good
the
thing or a bad
opportunity.
thing?
Your character is visited by a priest in his jail cell. And there is a choice.
Oh,
A seemingly less important choice now because you're probably going to metagame and choose the correct thing anyway. But
I never met a game because I haven't even really listened in because I'm not supposed to know anything otherwise. So yeah.
All right, great.
Hey.
So, oh, you chose Jeremy as your name?
Yeah.
Okay. So there are 2 choices, actually. 1, do you tell the priest your actual name? Or do you wish to lie to the priest?
Does he ask me my name?
Yes, the priest asks you what your name is. So what do they
Have
call
I
you?
just
Is what he says.
have I just been in this dungeon for like no reason, or why am I here?
You can
Like, in
choose
general.
whether or not it was justified, but you have been brought to this prison because you have been accused of a crime and you were convicted of that crime.
It doesn't matter if I did it or not.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if you did it or not.
Do I know what crime I'm convicted for?
Something that is serious enough that they would want to lock you away and throw away the key.
Oh, so you're not going to give me a specific thing?
No.
Okay, so the priest walks in and just asks me what my name is.
Yes.
Jeremy.
Okay. Writes it down. So that actually allows you to get summoned here. So that's good. And the second choice is he does like a ritual over a goblet. And he fills the goblet with water and he says an incantation. Is your character capable of understanding celestial?
Nope.
Okay, so you don't understand the words he says.
No, you know Celestial like the language, right?
Yeah.
I only know Common and Aron, whatever Aron is. I don't know what Aron is.
Orin is a elemental language.
Okay.
It's the elemental language of air.
I mean, I can probably choose like one extra language for my backstory, but I haven't made a backstory, so fuck that shit.
Okay, that's fine.
You can usually choose like 5 proficiencies, right, with the backstory? Because I only have 4 toggled right now.
You can either get 1 or 2. Some of them give you 2. Some of them only give you 1.
I got 2 from Warlock and 2 from my race.
Yeah, some backgrounds give you 2 and some only give you 1.
Okay, so I'm just gonna pick 1 extra then.
Okay, that's fine. I'll let that go.
Yeah.
So he does the ritual over the goblet. If you want, you can roll a religion.
Sure. Fuck is it? There we go. -2.
Yeah, you don't know what he's doing.
Hmm.
You can also roll an Arcana if you want to see if you can discern the magical implications of what just happened.
Sure.
You rolled decently, but you're still
I
not
did,
sure
actually.
the exact nature, but he did enchant the water that he poured into the goblet in some way. You rolled high enough to discern that he did, in fact, enchant it and not just put on an illusion for you.
Soda?
He offers it to you. One
Soda!
of the
And I
nameless
drank it immediately.
prisoners. Do
I
you
don't even
wish
listen to the
drink from the
guy. I
cup?
just yell soda. I just yell soda and I'll drink it immediately.
Okay.
Soda!
It tastes like water.
That's bad soda! And I'll throw the goblet on the floor.
Okay,
It's flat. You need to put the cork back on the bottle.
he just sort of magically raises the goblet to his hand, and he just leaves. Like, you didn't listen to anything that he was saying. I was trying to
Nope.
give you the thing that he was trying to say to the other two, but since you were so your character was just so obnoxious, he didn't bother saying it.
I do have a 6 in intelligence. What what are you expecting?
Yeah, so he just didn't bother continuing saying the thing that he was going to say, and he just leaves. So, yeah, so you are brought here. You are in the hut. I'll give you a little bit more actually. Your character was escorted here inside a large stone room that was magically lifted to be in the middle of a barren wasteland. You were offered weapons on a cart with 2 dead horses. However, when he was there, it was also full, and then they emptied it.
Oh, yeah, right. I need a weapon thing.
Yep. So you get to get your basic equipment that you chose.
What is normal hand-to-hand weapon? Daggers for a warlock?
Warlocks
Or
do very often choose daggers. Yes.
I'll just choose a dagger then.
All right. So
Yeah, you can have a packed weapon as your dagger. So it uses a charisma modifier.
Sure.
if he went way of the
Just a
pack.
normal dagger, right? It's not a +1.
Yeah, this one is just normal.
Okay.
So, afterward, the priests closed you in to this barren wasteland, and you actually managed to hide from the purple dragon, which is on the Roll20.
That makes sense because stealth is actually one of the things I'm good at.
And then you witnessed another group appear because you were hiding behind a rock, so you didn't see everything that happened after the dragon left. But you eventually witness another group come in, and they get closed in by priests. And then the dragon returned, and most of the group ran away. However, two of them sort of were still holding firm, and then they realized the error of their ways, or at least you think they did, and they started running away with a cart, and they got blasted by the dragon, and then you accidentally revealed your position, and the dragon started chasing you, and then you got decimated by the dragon, just to get you to where everybody else is. So now you're in a hut.
So I got killed by the dragon, right? I got
Yeah,
killed.
your character, unless you think your character is stupid enough to think that he managed to survive the dragon somehow, you assume that you were defeated by the dragon.
-2 in intelligence? Nah, I escaped. I escaped.
So, you appear in the hut. For the other two of you, the lady says, strange. Another has appeared. You hear coming from the hut that you guys came from. What?
Food?
You hear this, Kenku.
Do I know what a kenku is?
You can roll a history, but most people would. But if you want to roll, you can.
I mean, I have
Holy shit. I should make a character one time that is like super fucking intelligent, but it was only raised on Sesame Street and it's a Kenku. And the only language that he learned was from like the cook.
God, no. That's not the
fucking
cook.
hilarious. Is that the cook?
That's not the cook.
Oh no, that's the Bork Bork. Yeah, right. Who the
Yes.
fuck goes me? Who the fuck is that?
Meeper.
Ah, Meeper. So only raised on Meeper or the cook. I'm pretty sure my voice would relax much more with oh, don't bork bork or bork bork. Bork bork bork.
All right.
Bork,
So
bork,
with
bork.
the history check, yeah, Kenkus are a cursed race, and they used to, some of the theories are things like they used to be Aarakocra, and they were cursed to be flightless birds. Other theories just think that this is the way the race was naturally developed. This is what they were. But yeah, other theories think that they are actually cursed to be this way.
Okay.
Yeah, we only live like until like 20, right? Or something. Don't they have like a super fucking short lifespan?
Kenkus?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it doesn't say on the 5e, but I'm pretty sure, like in the book, the Kenku race is like they usually only live like in their 20s, like
60.
24 or something.
60.
60.
Yep.
Oh. What race was that then? Pretty sure there's a race that actually dies after like 26 is like super fucking old. Like ancient.
I really should not have. Well, technically, kobolds, because, they get killed off a lot, a lot, a lot.
Yeah, but this is like the average lifespan or whatever, how they age. I'm pretty sure there was like a bird race and they only live like they reach adulthood at like age 4 or 6 or something, and then they only live until they're like 20 something.
Oh, and Krokas, actually, they maturity by age 3 and die 30. Is the longest.
So it wasn't that far off.
Yeah, Aarakocra had different.
They have extremely short lifespans.
So how old are you?
Let me roll for that. 1d6.
1d60.
You know what? I'm just gonna decide. I'm 29 because
Okay.
this whole fucking character is based off a animated character from Flash Kids, which is named Jeremy, and he's a retarded man who is 29 and still obsessed with Harry Potter. Yes. Jeremy is one
All
of
right.
our more unusual cases because he's 29 and still obsessed with Harry Potter. I'm a Hufflepuff.
That's all
All
he
right.
keeps saying as you try to go in the hut to see what's there.
Hmm. Can I deduct that this guy isn't very bright?
Do an insight check, bitch.
Yeah,
Okay.
do one.
Mm-hmm.
Because whatever he's gonna give you, I'll give you a little more.
14.
Oh no, he's super smart.
Okay. I mean, you're hard to read, more like.
Yeah,
Fuck to read.
you're not entirely sure. But
Hmm.
you know that Kenku can only repeat what they have heard. And therefore, maybe he's trying to tell you something? Like maybe this is a message that this creature deems as important that you understand? You're not sure.
Okay.
Are they standing like in front of me? Or
Yeah,
You are
I'm,
laying on the ground, on the floor of a hut, which is covered in straw.
okay, so can I get up and like get close to Yumba's character?
Yeah, they're like peeking in the hut. They're at like the door of the hut.
Oh, they're in the door, so you're in the doorway, and I'm like in the hut.
And you're
Yes.
laying on the
yeah.
floor.
Okay,
Repeating
so
Hufflepuff, Hufflepuff.
I'm a Hufflepuff. So I'll get up and I'll walk towards Yumba's character.
Mhm.
Can I get in within melee range?
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
You can.
I'll just like start like touching your face like this.
I'm gonna
Like, just-
stop you before you do that.
Okay, so you're gonna stop my hand.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm just
Hey,
looking
hey.
from a bit of a distance, like, hmm.
I'm still gonna try though. Can I reach it to like rub his face with my palm, like in any way? Can I
You
roll
can
something?
try, but if he's
I'll try.
stopping you, then you have to roll against him, I would say.
Yeah, sure.
I would like to avoid his touches.
Okay, great. I'll let you two decide how you want to do that.
Is
Okay,
your character based on strength? Like you're trying to force my hand away?
No, I'm avoiding you while you try to grab me.
Mine is on strength.
So acrobatics.
Okay, so contested acrobatics. That's fine.
You can choose athletics if you want.
So I'm gonna do acrobatics because my acrobatics is +5.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I fucked up.
Yeah. You stumble and fall and something.
So are you grabbing my hand or are you just like avoiding me?
Yeah, I'm like
just juking out of the way.
you're like going towards me, and I just
You just like whoop.
Polite step.
Yeah, he just steps back slightly, and you just sort of trip over something that you didn't notice was there.
Yeah, what? Yeah. In that case, with an act 1, I would like just try to like rub your face, and as you just like away, I'm just gonna like fall like a fucking tree, just boom, like face first on the fucking floor. Like, your face not very soft.
yeah, pal, don't touch my face. If you could.
Okay.
Oh, and I was going to give you a bit more information. Based on what you know about Kenkus, a lot of them tend to be relegated to the lower classes of society simply because of the legends of the fact that they're cursed and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So, plus they can't communicate effectively, so then a lot of people think that they're crazy, even if they aren't. Just preempting, even if they aren't, people think that they're crazy.
Yeah, so as I'm laying there on the floor, like you're so we fight so. And I'll get up and I'll get like real close, like really close into your face. I'm not gonna like whisper. I'm still gonna shout like, "What's that now?
Sure.
Hey, friend!" And I
Nice.
like, as he says, "Sure." Can I see Gio's character?
You can
Or you're like
see
right
him,
there?
but he's not standing close to you.
Yeah,
No,
yeah, but I can see him, right?
Yeah, you
Like,
can see
he's
him.
in the area.
I'm like a green. I'm literally a green dragonborn. I'm very hard to miss.
Yeah, he stands out.
Yeah, so you're like 10, 15 feet away from us or whatever. Just
Yeah.
standing there. Yeah. So as he says, yeah, sure, we're friends. And I'm just gonna look straight at you. We friends now.
Maybe.
We friends.
Maybe.
I don't have a pointy finger, but you can see like his I'm guessing
Better.
their hands are like the wings, right? Talons, wings.
Mhm.
What they have is 3 digits, and it looks like a bird's claw, but you can still manipulate and grasp things like a hand.
Oh, we actually have a hand, kind of.
Yeah.
That's cool. Okay, so you can see one of my claws, like, we're friends now.
Maybe.
Okay, so what can you do? Actually,
Just asking me, like, straight up what I can do.
yeah.
Mm.
Oh, yeah, Eldritch Blast you.
All right. Point taken.
Does that hit?
Yes.
Yes.
For a total of 10?
All right. You're pretty good. I'll give you that. I'm at 1 HP.
The woman just sort of waves her hand towards you, and all the damage is gone.
Up above.
I start just lumbering over to the canker, just like grab. Just grab it, pick it up like bad bird.
Not gonna resist.
Yeah. Well, at least it can be pretty useful in combat.
I just imagined, like, I'm holding you, we get back, I'm still holding you, like, shoot! Pointing you at the thing you need to shoot.
By the way, the lady waved her hand and made sure the damage was healed.
Yeah.
But if you guys keep trying to kill each other, then she might she might not intervene.
Yeah, I just grabbed the bird and I'm now holding a bird.
Well, we should probably be done here and start making some progress, right?
You done?
She she's slowly walking over at the speed of like 2 feet per round.
Yeah, I know where I need to be. That's the cauldron.
So, for Preben's sake, this lady, she looks like a stereotypical witch. She doesn't have a witch's hat, she instead has a hood. And she has like arthritic fingers, warty face, that sort of thing. And she's just walking towards you guys. She looks
Yeah,
kind of like the queen when she disguises herself in Snow White. That's kind of what she
I-
looks like.
yeah, and I plonk your character down by the cauldron.
All right. And since
So-
you are walking towards where she is, then she intercepts you on the way there. And she goes, "Well, strange creature." And she just pats Jeremy on the head.
He's not here right now,
Oh, he's not here.
but he's probably listening.
He is listening, but he's not able to respond. And that's fine.
Mhm.
But that's what she does. If you two want to do something else here, because this place is safe. This is the literal one of like very few literally safe places that you could never be harmed in.
I'm back. As she pats me on the head and says, "What a curious creature,"
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna do the same to her and respond in the exact same voice.
She nods. I respect your abilities. And she motions towards the closet. If you wish, you may take one thing from the closet. And this is where you get
Oh,
your
then-
plus your uncommon magic item.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'll choose the winged boots.
The winged boots. Okay.
Winged boots.
Yep. You can do that.
So full life speed of 30, right?
Whatever winged boots give you, that's what it gives you.
Pretty sure that's just a. Well, you wear those boots, you have fly speed equivalent to your walking speed. Huh?
Yeah,
You
equivalent
can
to your
use the
walking
boots,
speed.
fly up to 4 hours all at once, or in several short flights. Each one of the uses minimum of 1 minute. Yeah, so literally, I guess everything.
It's basically
Uh,
Hermes boots.
If you're flying when the duration expands, you decrease the rate of 30 feet per round until you land. What?
Yeah, so in other words, it doesn't like drop you instantly and kill you.
Oh, so you have like feather fall, only it hurts when you land.
No, that's actually half the speed that is required to hurt you. It is 60 feet per second per round that hurts you.
Boots regain 2 hours of flying capacity every 12 hours they aren't in use. Yeah. So I can basically fly whatever the fuck I want, basically.
As long as it's within the restrictions of the item, yes, you can do that. and she's assuming that you don't have any questions for her. But if you do, you can ask her questions. Because this is like a Soulsborne situation where there's NPCs in the safe zone and you can ask them questions and stuff. So
You're
that's
just
what
gonna
this
see
area
me
is.
sitting there with the exact stare that my picture is rotating.
Okay, great. You have ping pong balls for eyes. That's just like.
Yes.
Okay, great. So everybody else, unless you guys have questions, you can return back to the field of combat.
I'll ask my questions.
Okay. And if you get more, she will answer them progressively as things go along. If you end up back here. Whenever you get to one of the safe zones with the object that allows you to like call people back and stuff, you can teleport back. So it's not that you have to die to come back here again. You can just come back as long as you're at one of the safe zone items. So, yeah, you guys ready to head back in?
Yeah.
Into
Yeah.
things?
So yeah, I had to take a
Sure.
drink from the purple stuff in the cauldron, correct?
Pink, but yes. It's like a
Pink.
fluorescent pink color.
So are there any cups, any spoons? If not, well,
It is
time to
currently
do.
boiling, but whether or not you care about that is up to you.
That's why I'm asking for a spoon, cups, anything.
Okay, are you asking her?
If I see that.
You don't see any, no.
I just take a sip.
Alright, you just walk
From
up
the
to the cauldron?
cauldron.
Yep.
Alright.
You walk up to the cauldron and put your face inside and take a sip.
Which is boiling.
Which is
Oh.
boiling, yeah. That sounds like something I would do. I mean, I was thinking about just, well, my character's gonna stuff his whole face inside.
You can do that. I'm not saying you can't.
I'm probably gonna do that.
And I'm not saying it's going to hurt you. I'm just saying that your character's instincts are this is a boiling liquid. It might hurt you.
I mean, I'm dumb, but I still know the basics. Fire, hot.
Yeah.
Woo! Fire indeed hot.
Yeah, let's just say that you have a few bald spots where you learned that lesson before.
Mm-hmm.
So, do you want to ask her if she has any implements to draw the liquid from?
Yeah, just look at the laser. Do you have a spoon or what's it called? Cup, spoon. Yes, I do know it's called a ladle.
As you say, cup, spoon, or ladle or whatever, Jeremy's gonna grab a crowbar from his backpack.
Okay, what are you gonna do with it?
Oh, he's just gonna like hand it over. Like,
Okay.
It works.
She
Does
actually
it?
does reach into her cloak and take something out, but when she sees that happen, then she just puts it back.
She was also gonna pull out the crowbar. I see.
No, she was gonna take something, not a crowbar. Dude, this godlike being is probably questioning the efficacy of the priest's choice.
Fuck it. I'm gonna take a handful and just sip it.
Alright, you grab it.
Just fucking do it.
You just like grab the liquid
Yeah.
in your hand and actually feels slightly cold to the touch. Slightly cold, even though it looks like it's boiling.
Ah, that kind of liquid. Oh wow, I'm loud.
So, do
Okay.
you just drink it from your hand?
Yeah.
Alright, you drink some from your hand, you end up in a white void. What does everybody else do?
Well, since liquid is usually the sticking kind of stuff, I just dip finger.
All right, you just taste some of it, and it is slightly cold to your finger.
Did you accept the crowbar I gave you, or did you
Nah.
not? Okay. So I put the crowbar back in my backpack, and I see everybody just touching the liquid, and I can see the bubble. So in my head, it's soda, which means I'm gonna do the thing that I said I was gonna do earlier.
Okay.
Dunk the head.
Literally dive in.
Yep, you just almost
Soda!
fall like face first into the liquid, but you end up in a
Yes.
white void to prevent you from drowning or anything. And since you licked some from your finger, Geo, your character,
Yep.
yeah, same thing happens. You just end up in a white void. Now, after the white void fades away, you are now standing at the entrance of a city.
All of us?
Yeah, you're
Yes.
standing. You're standing just on the inside of two gates, like two city gates that are like close together. They are covered in a black substance. You're not sure what it is. You'd have to get closer to examine it. There are buildings on your left and on your right. You can see an enormous tower. Um, maybe about a mile in front of you. Yeah, you see buildings on your left and on your right, and these buildings are they're like 1, 2 stories tall, and they are easily dwarfed by the size of this tower that you can see in the distance.
Any door that I could just literally go to kick in.
Okay,
Hey,
so
hey, hey!
first,
Before yeah.
that, I'm going to put you on an empty page, so that way you guys can make a map if you so wish.
So yeah, what I recall is that there are buildings on our. Oh,
Left
that's
and
not
right.
correct. Yeah, I thought I had the box icon, but apparently it was just the quill. So left. Yes, I do it the lazy way by just doing one giant square.
Yeah, so you guys are going to have to draw a map for this place.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm saying that for Prebin's sake. That way he knows.
So any door that I
And
can see.
approximately down here is where the entrance, the two city gates are that I mentioned.
Okay. So before we start wandering off into who knows where, some ground rules needs to be established.
Are you saying this out loud?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. So when we enter a building, let me check for traps first. Okay? You might get instantly killed by something.
So every time one of you guys talks, you can just see that face looking straight at you, like my character, sheep face, just
Yeah.
blankly looking straight at you. What's a twat?
What did you say?
What's a trap?
What's a
Trap.
twat?
It is something hidden that does hurt a lot when
Yeah, like this.
triggered.
Holds like a bear trap up.
So I'm scouting those out and preventing you from getting hurt.
That's a bad.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
if we have very little time.
We have plenty of time.
But who doesn't?
Hey, if you don't want to listen to me and go into a random building and get yourself killed, then go ahead.
You can.
Or do you want to actually work as a team?
If it goes wrong, you die first anyway, then.
Oh, and I forgot to tell you one thing. Right here, in this
Right
square,
where?
There is a so there's like a stone base. It goes up into like a thin column, and then it goes out into another stone base at the top, and on the top of the stone base, on the top, there is a round orb that is glowing yellow.
So this is a safe zone.
Well, safe zones don't have a trap.
Glowing! I'm
However-
gonna fly up and touch the glowing orb.
It's just a few feet up, so you don't have to fly up.
However, the orb seems
few
to be
inches.
shedding light for 20 feet around it when the light suddenly abruptly cuts off.
I'm still gonna fly up and try to grab the orb.
You don't need to fly up. You can literally walk up to it and say grab.
He said it was a column, which means straight up.
Well, yeah, it's a column. It's a small column. It's only about 5 feet tall.
Oh, so I can actually grab it while flying.
Yeah.
I'll try and grab the glowing thing.
You place your hand on it. You feel rested. If you try to pull it away, it seems firmly attached to the stone column.
Okay. So I'm gonna say to you guys, alright, so let me just scout out the buildings and I'll come back to you if I notice something. Is that fine?
Already
Or
splitting the
rock
party, I
watch.
see.
Well, I'm the most stealthy of the group.
Are you really?
+9 to stealth and advantage. Yes.
Okay, fine. +5. That's fine.
Yeah, he
Okay.
also has an advantage because of his cloak.
Yep. So I look at both of you, and do I get an approval?
And I'm still working with a rock. Do I manage to pull it off the pillar?
No, it's sturdy.
Okay.
It
In
seems to
that
be
case, I want to
attached
make a
in some way.
Okay, in that case, I want to make a perception check to see if I can find any other cool rocks I can collect.
Yeah, make a perception check.
Fun.
There are many stones. What's the definition of a cool stone?
Well, it's cool.
Okay, since you rolled a 1, there's an objectively cool stone as part of the cobblestone right in this square.
How big is it?
It is approximately the size of your head.
Awesome. Oh, yeah, that's a pretty cool rock. I'm gonna pick it up and I'm gonna put it in my backpack.
Alright, you try to pick it up. It is part of the cobblestone and therefore is attached to the ground.
Yes, I'm just gonna stay there and try working on it while he is doing his thing, the stealth guy.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to the Dragonborn. So can you just watch over him while I'm doing my thing?
He's fine.
Okay. I search.
Yeah.
What?
Door behind me.
You're
Or
talking
any
about this here?
Yeah. Well, madam, ask you. Is there any building that looks like it could be like a butcher shop, any kind of, well, it's sold food or anything of the sort? Because that's what I'm looking for currently.
You do not see anything like that nearby.
Hmm.
Do you need food?
Right here, these two buildings here, they look like guard houses, and there's some minor, like, municipal buildings, like where they would do office work, and that's all you can see.
Okay. We all need food.
Hmm.
Well, I started with the dungeoneering pack, so I have like 10 days of ration.
Yeah, that's not there.
What?
We weren't given any food.
So I don't have the rations from the dungeoneering pack?
Yep.
I'm not asking you, I'm asking Matt.
Correct.
Okay. I'll just delete that.
Okay.
Do I have the water skin?
You do have a water skin, and it is not full, however.
Okay, so it's empty, or does it have anything
Yes.
in it at all?
Empty.
Okay, it's empty. Okay.
I'm gonna stealth ahead and explore, I guess.
So are you going to the two guard buildings here, or are you more going down this way?
I'm starting from the bottom, so the guard buildings. Sure.
Alright, as you approach this gate, you notice that whatever the black substance is that's on the gate is undulating.
As I approach.
As you're approaching, you notice this.
Okay. Well, I'm not going closer to that. I'm going inside the buildings.
Alright. You attempt to... I'll say that there's a door there. That'll be fine. You attempt to open the door. The door is not locked.
I check for traps at
Okay,
every
that's
door.
fine. That's fine. I'll say that it's not locked. You get that for free. That's fine. You can check for traps. You do not see any traps on the visible surfaces on the exterior.
Okay. I'll sleight of hand open the door. I
Right?
guess.
You do not get to roll a sleight of hand because the door stops, like it's open, and you push it, but it is stopped by something on the other side of the door.
Okay. Do the same for the other door, I guess.
Alright, you can do that.
Yeah, but I'm assuming I can't open the door outwards, right?
No, the other door opens in towards the building and it won't open.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this one you can do the same thing if you wish.
Yep. That's an 8.
Again, no noticeable traps on the visible surfaces.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, you attempt to open the door. This door does open. However, with what you rolled,
Yeah.
a relatively loud creak echoes through the streets and inside the building as you open the door that you weren't anticipating.
Or a crow.
Right. Do I hear any movements? What is
Make a
happening?
perception check. You don't hear anything on the exterior for sure, but coming from the doorway, you hear what sounds like air escaping. Like, you know how if you have a small hole in a balloon and you squeeze it, it makes like a type noise? Yeah, kind of.
Mhm.
Yep.
It's kind of like that. That's what you hear coming from the interior of the building. The noise lasts for approximately 3 or 4 seconds and then ceases.
Okay. I'll open it wide.
Alright, you pull the door open. The room is dark. Do you have dark vision?
Yep.
Alright, you see on the interior of the building that this dark substance, probably the same substance that's on the gate, is covering the walls of the room inside. You can see in the corner of the room, the far corner of the room. So yeah, it's approximately this big. Yeah, so in the far corner, because there's a wall here, along this wall here, there's a wall. In this far corner of the room, you see something, like a pile of something in the corner. You can't discern what it is. And in this corner is the beginning of a staircase that goes up this way.
Which corner?
This corner, the wall goes up. The stairs go up. And whatever is in this corner is like under the hollow of the staircase.
Okay, something like that.
Something similar, yes.
Okay. I'll avoid the black goo walls, I suppose, and peek around here. Where the black goo, by the way, so I can mark it.
On all four walls of this room.
Oh.
And in this room, yes. But yes, this is covered with it as well. You're not sure what it is.
So the purple is the black.
Fair enough.
And that's right?
It's close enough. That way you know what it is, yeah.
Okay. I peek inside here.
Oh yeah, this is walled off too. Right here. And then the beginning of the staircase is here and it goes up.
Oh, so I can't reach the staircase?
You can get to the staircase, yes. Because there's like a little landing that allows you to go from here to there. Onto the staircase and then go up.
Okay. Then I do that.
Okay. You climb onto the staircase. Alright. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw as you step onto the staircase.
Oh. Well, I was looking for stuff all the time.
That's fine. You didn't notice it.
Oh, okay.
Alright, you manage to stumble back as one of the stairs breaks underfoot. And you don't get hurt. So
Okay.
one of the stairs is broken.
You're right. Can I, like, test the sturdiness of the stair? The stair?
Yeah, it seems like it was just that one stair on the staircase that had the integrity problem.
Okay. I'll move carefully up then.
Okay. As you move up, you get to another floor, so you can draw like another floor here. It's the same size.
Mm.
I'm back. My PC people out told me.
Yeah, so this is like the upper floor. Is what this is
Mhm.
going to be.
Is it parallel to the downstairs? Or what?
This portion of the room is going to have the staircase hole, like a hole for the staircase to go up. And then the rest of the room is going to have stuff.
Okay.
Alright. So as you begin to climb the staircase, do you wish to just go to the top of the staircase or do anything else?
I'm at the middle and looking inside.
Alright. Make a perception check. Alright. As you look in here, the floor of this room is covered in this black substance. And the walls, as it continues up, like as you look up the walls, it is covered in this dark substance. This room, luckily, has a torch on the far wall.
Okay.
So you can see clearly. No grayscale dark vision required. You can see an almost skeletal figure sort of like propped up against the corner here. And you see that another staircase begins here and goes up there above the skeletal figure that's on the floor.
Okay. And there's like nothing this way.
Yeah, that's a wall.
And there's goo in between me and the stairs.
Yeah. It's covering the floor.
Something like this, right?
Yes. And there's a skeletal thing sitting under the stairs right here. And the torch is like above the staircase. So you see between the stairs some light is shining through and you can see this weird skeletal thing on the floor.
I'm gonna I'll cut 10 feet of rope.
Okay.
And like throw it in the goo, see what happens.
Alright. So you cut the rope, place it in the goo, or what you're referring to as goo. How long do you leave it there?
I'll watch for a minute.
Okay. You leave it there for a minute. Okay. You notice, actually make an investigation to see if you actually do notice. You notice it. There's a little bit of the black stuff is like undulating up towards the rope. And it's like wrapping around the rope. But it isn't very far yet.
So maybe it takes time for it like consumes it.
You can wait another minute if you want to see what happens.
I'm gonna search some other place while what's going on.
Okay. So you head back out. The group sees you leave the building.
Still wants to go in there. Is this a door?
Oh, just a second. Yeah, sure. That leads into one of the more civilian-oriented buildings.
Oh, investigation first.
Well, I mean, you can try to open the door. Yeah, there doesn't appear to be any traps on the exterior of this. Or that you can see.
Is it locked?
You try the door is not locked.
Okay, then 24 straight ahead.
Alright, you open the door slowly and quietly. But, as you do so, you hear a loud, dissolving type noise. And as you look inside, you see that there's this black stuff, like here.
Mhm.
Except when the light from this shines onto the black stuff within range, it dissolves it.
Ooh.
And it completely dissipates into nothingness. And the floor is clean where the light square is.
And the light stuff is basically the same as the Estus flask, right?
No. This is like an orb that gives off light. And what is in your flask is a water-like substance.
Okay.
You can try to experiment with the substance, like pouring it on the black stuff, but
Yeah, maybe. So where is all the black stuff? This room
now
now.
I'll say that this green square that was made, I'll say that this green square is the room that you are in. It ends where this square is. Like, where this square is, there's nothing, and where it isn't, there is black.
Okay. Is there anything else to this room?
In this room, there are a few desks. In this section of the room here, there are shelves with books that are completely covered in this black substance. You see that there is, right here, right in this square, there is a skeletal figure sitting in a chair in front of the desk. It is now covered in this black substance.
Okay.
There are a couple other desks in the room, and when the light shines on them, it reveals that there are desks and stuff in here, but like the black substance dissolves off those desks. But wherever there are shadows in the room, like as in there's no direct line of light from here, you can still see the black substance survive.
I will. There seems to be nothing interesting in this room, right? These
Not
papers
in
and
this
stuff.
room, but there are doors that lead this way and this way.
Oh, okay. I'll check out this door.
Alright. The door is actually, you have to walk onto this square to get to the door.
Oh, that's where. I can't do that. Can I? What type of handle is the door?
It has one of those very intricate, like, it's like a handle that sticks out, like, intricately engraved, and then you, like, push down to turn the handle that way and then move the door.
Yeah, I was wondering if I could try to rope it open. You know.
Yeah, you can put the rope around the door handle and then pull down on the rope, and then it will pull the door handle towards you. And then you can, like, push the door open from a distance if you want.
I'll try that.
Alright, it is a dexterity check. Just regular dexterity. You manage to loop it around the doorknob, and it's not perfectly secure on the door, so if you screw up the next check, it'll fall off. But it is on the door for now.
Okay.
So, what would you like to do? Just pull the door handle and see if you can get the door open?
Yep.
Alright, another dex check. Alright, yeah, you manage to easily get the door open, and the door just sort of goes and just absent-mindedly goes open. You can try to look into the room. This portion of the room is dark. Like like right here.
Dark vision.
Yes, you do. So you can roll a perception to see if you can discern any different shapes. And you can. You see something that looks like. Just roll straight intelligence to see if you can figure out what this thing is. Okay. So here's what the thing looks like. It is a shape that has two prongs on the bottom, a thin, slender middle, and three prongs on the top, with a round thing in between the prongs. At least that's what's visible to you.
Does it look like a creature?
You're not sure. It's not moving, but it doesn't look like any creature you recognize, at the very least.
Okay. Do I have like stuff from my explorer's pack that like torches and stuff?
Oh yeah, you have that stuff, just not food.
Okay, I light a torch and throw it in.
Alright, you throw it in there. Turns out what you were seeing is a coat rack.
Is there like goo inside there as well?
Oh yes. As you throw the torch down onto the ground, the fire, it doesn't seem to like fire. So the goo like undulates away from where the fire lands, and that part of the floor is clean, but the rest of it is still like undulating around the handle of the torch. It's not a pleasant sight, and the coat rack is completely covered in this undulating substance.
Okay. So we can move through with some fire, I guess. Good to know.
However, unless you want to walk through the stuff, your torch is lost.
That's fine. I'm checking this door.
Okay. You check the door, and this one is actually on the bright side of the thing.
Yep.
So you're rolling the 14 for investigation on that? Okay. No visible traps on the door. You grab the door handle, and you notice that there seems to be something that it's sort of like a sticky substance is preventing the door from moving. So then your instinct is, well, I need the door to open. So you just slightly push a little harder, and you hear like a crackling, and the door opens. So, not as quiet as you wanted it to be, because you instinctively just pushed a little harder on the door, but the door is open.
Okay.
Unfortunately, there are no windows on this wall, on this portion of the building, and this entire area in here is covered in the substance.
Okay. And
You can make a perception check to see if you can see anything with more detail.
Sure. No.
Yeah, unfortunately, you don't really see much of anything within this room. Oh, and by the way, Jeremy, you're here,
Yeah.
right? I forgot to tell you that you also got a flask.
Flask of what?
The water flask that he has. It has 2 doses of regular healing potion, basically, in it.
You get 2 Estus flasks, my dude.
Basically.
One healing potion, you said?
It has 2 doses, and each dose is a healing potion.
2 of those. Okay, great.
Oh,
So you
good.
walk back out.
Yep. There's nothing I can do there.
All right. As you
Uh,
walk back out, you hear a noise coming from here. This area. Sounds like something being knocked over that's made of wood. Is what it sounds like.
okay. I'll take a peek. What it
You
was.
see some movement from the doorway that's open,
Mm-hmm.
and then since you're just glancing through the doorway there, the movement goes out of your sight range, and you don't know what that was.
Yeah, I'm stealthing, by the way, so
Yeah, you can
it
roll
has to
stealth
beat
if you
the.
want.
I did, and it's 26.
Yeah, it's not showing up on mine for whatever reason. That's
It's the first roll I did.
oh okay. Yeah, that's fine. I'll just go with that. That's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Alright. So I can't see through the purple goo.
You can see, like, you can see the room, but not clearly. Like, you can't discern what's in there clearly enough. It just looks like it's all covered in the same color, so when your grayscale vision looks at it, it's hard to tell what's there.
Okay. Is there anything? What burnable materials are in this room? This room.
Well, there are desks that are made of wood. There are chairs
Anything
that are made
lights?
of wood. Like, a lot of stuff. There's papers that are made of paper.
Hmm.
There's books that are made of paper. Stuff like that. It's like a regular office type space.
Okay. Can I torch a chair?
You can try burning the chair, yeah.
Yep.
So you
I'll do
draw
that.
out another torch and light the torch? Or are you using something else to burn it?
Sure, I'll light a torch and burn it.
Okay. You light a torch. And
once
once what?
and I will burn the chair, and once it's burned and on fire, I will throw it in here and light the place up.
Yeah, you have to change the color that you're pinging with because it's the same color as this, so that I can't see the exact place you're pinging. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. You want to throw it into the goop room.
Yep.
The office goop room is what I'll refer to it as for now. Okay. You throw it in there. I will get you to make a perception check first. Alright, the room is glowing with light. And you see some movement of something black in color move into this corner. You're not sure what it is, but something is moving in this corner. And it's moving as far away from the flame that you just threw into the room, which is about here, as possible.
Okay.
The entire room is covered in this black substance, and there's like 4 or 5 skeletal figures just laying on the floor or in chairs in different positions.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, fuck that room. I'm gonna try this place.
Okay.
So who's gonna fuck a room?
What?
Jokes.
Oh, I didn't hear you.
Said who was gonna fuck a room?
Nobody.
Fuck that room.
Okay, so you're going into the, like, I'll say that the building ends here, and this is like an alleyway, and then another building starts up here. So, yeah, there is a door right here, but unfortunately for you, this light doesn't bend around corners, so then it doesn't get in there.
Mm-hmm.
And there's no window on this wall either, at least not for the green section here.
Yeah, so I'm still gonna try to open the door.
Alright, you'll have to examine the door. Again, nothing visible. You
Mhm.
slowly creak open the door. Now, this room is dark, but you don't see the dark substance in this room. Not in this room. This green
Okay.
portion.
Yep.
You glance around, it's another office space. So there's like bookshelves with books, papers everywhere. There's no people in here.
Okay. Step in, and any more doors?
Yep, there's a door here. As you approach this door, you notice an undulating black substance creeping around the cracks of the door.
Hmm. I'll still investigate.
Alright. You notice something strange. There are weird, vein like patterns of this black substance on the door.
Okay.
You're not sure what they do or what it means, but the black substance has a different quality to it than the black substances that you noticed before.
That's pretty spooky. So I'm gonna mark that door with spooky door.
Is that your handwriting for spooky door?
No, I'm making some purple door things on the door, so it's do not go in there, basically. And
Even in the minutes that you spend looking at the door, it appears to be spreading into the room.
Okay. Alright. I'll go back. I will ask the Dragonborn if he can try opening this door. It seems to be a strength matter. Geo,
Mm-hmm. Yes.
I asked you if you could open this door.
Well, I'm loading in. You mean the door that you couldn't open before?
The door that is blocked by stuff.
This one, correct?
Yep.
Okay. Door will be gone.
Alright, you
Let's
approach
first
the
see if I
door.
can. Mm-hmm.
What do you do?
Well, Use brute force, as I have seen trying to open it, try to push it open, it doesn't open.
Alright. You can try to
So
open the
yeah,
door.
with
Roll in
brute force,
athletics.
so yeah.
Because I assume that's what you're going to try to use.
Yep.
You get the door
Door be
open
gone.
about 2 inches. You look inside, and you see the reason why the door will not open. There's about, at least from what you can see as you like peek your eye in, there's like 10, 15 chairs slash desks slash other objects in front of the door that are barring the door closed.
Ah, so literally have the door make the door be gone.
You can try. So
He
how would you
says you
like to
can.
try?
He says you can try. I say door be gone. There's only one way to make a door be gone. When you're a barbarian, and strength and your muscles can't make it open.
Alright, you're swinging your great axe at the door. Alright, part of the door is broken.
Here's Mirren.
Okay, part of the door is broken, however, it's still being held in place by the many objects that are on the other side of the door.
Now I have another handhold. I can just grab door, rip. Perhaps
Alright,
I
you
don't
rip
know.
the door.
Athletics.
Yep, go ahead.
20.
Yep, part of the door is ripped, like there's a hole where part of the door used to be. However, you see many more objects in your way.
Since they're now piled up, can I not just like tip them over or start
Make
pulling them
another
out?
make a perception check. Now you can see through the hole a little bit.
21.
They are piled in such a way that they are going up a staircase and continue to be piled up the staircase and go out of sight.
Okay, so
It's
if
like
I
there was a
pull,
bunch of objects on an upper floor and somebody just tossed everything that was in that upper room into that lower hallway.
so if I pull one object out, the whole thing comes barreling down, I assume.
The rest of it will shift and still block the doorway. And then if you pull another one, the rest of it will shift and then block the doorway again.
Yep, so what Jumba's character currently can see is my character just grabbing objects, just tossing them behind him. So toss, 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 toss.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna go to this building. What is doing that?
Which building?
This.
Sure. So you start to walk over to there.
Yeah. Where's the
Notice
door on
as
this
you
one?
leave the light, you feel a little less safe.
Mm-hmm. Where'll be the door?
There's a doorway right here.
Okay. I will do the routine.
Preben's not even looking at the action.
Oh, I'm still working at that stone.
That
I mean,
stone
on
will
your
be
screen,
his.
you're not even looking where Yumba's standing.
What?
Yeah, see,
Oh.
he's up there.
It's yeah, the stone will be his.
Sorry, I'll do that. Yes.
Okay. So,
I'm having
you're having a what?
a conversation.
Oh, okay.
I'm talking to the stone. I want to make the stone my collection. Can I make some kind of roll to try and loosen the stone?
Sure, roll in athletics.
Or wait a minute, how long have it taken since the sneaky guy went off? In general,
About 10 minutes.
Okay, I would have gotten bored like within 1 minute, and I will make another perception check to see if I can find any other cooler rocks in the
Okay.
area.
Go ahead.
Do I find any other cooler rocks in the area?
Unfortunately, no.
Hmm. In that case, I will start trying to really get that cool rock.
All right, make an athletics.
I would use my crowbar, which I still have, if that helps. Can I make an athletics with advantage
Sure.
if I have my crowbar?
Sure.
Hell yeah. 16.
You actually loosen the rock from the cobblestone.
Like loosen, like loose? Like, do I have it in my hands?
It's not free. It is loosened, so slightly more loose than it was before.
Okay, so I'll still be working on it.
Okay. I'll get another update from you in a minute.
Sounds amazing.
Okay. So you look at the door. Nothing appears to be visible. So you try to open the door.
Hmm.
The door sticks a little bit. It's not as loud as some of the other doors that you opened, but it still makes a sound. You hear shuffling from within this building.
No. Is the door like ajar?
Yep, the door is open, but you hear things going on inside the building.
Okay. In that case, I'll go over here and I'll throw something to make the door go wide open.
Okay. I'll say that you just throw a pebble and it hits the door hard enough to knock it open. You hear from inside the building.
Okay. I am sneaking and would like to see what it is.
All right, roll a stealth.
With advantage, so yep, okay.
Great.
They have disadvantage to see me.
Just a second. Okay. Okay. That's perception. So rolled a total of 4.
Close.
Okay. So you see. Let me see what I can grab here. Let me see here. Sure, this will work. Maybe not. Nope, this will work. 6 a little closer to what I was looking for. Open image. You see
Hmm.
Is that a deer?
a thing stumbling
Just what?
towards the entrance.
All right. While it doesn't see me, I would like to poke it with the rapier.
Okay,
Is that a deer?
have
And
at
I
it.
get advantage. And I would like to weapon master that. Oh my god, he's super dead.
Alright, give me a minute.
Yeah, level 1, by the way.
Okay.
So he takes
And that
28.
13 is sneak attack, I assume?
Yeah.
Okay.
He takes 27 damage and 28 damage.
Okay. 28 damage.
Yeah.
It is
And
bloodied.
I have a bonus action.
It is bloodied.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Go ahead.
That hits.
Yep.
Bananas too, okay?
So 19.
Alright. I need to roll a thing. Oh yeah, my stupid dice roller. Let me just grab a thing. Alright. So it is defeated.
Hey. Glass cannon doing work.
Falls defeated on the floor. You notice that it looks a little bit like those skeletal figures that you saw in the other place.
Hmm. So, not quite skeletal yet then.
It actually looks like it's covered more in that black substance than those other things were.
Yeah, maybe it hasn't consumed all of them yet, so that's why it's not a skeleton, I guess.
Perhaps you're not sure.
Okay, I will re-stealth and take a look in this house.
Okay. Go ahead. Okay. I'll keep that in mind.
Alright, is there any more
Roll a perception.
creatures?
There are no more. There's no more movement that you notice, other than the undulating of the black substance which covers this entire room.
The whole thing?
The entire room, everything in it.
Okay. Any stairs to other places?
There is a staircase. Where's my thing? It's a very short but steep, round spiral staircase that takes up these squares.
Okay.
I'm going to try to retrieve my... Oh, I have to move that for a minute. Why can't I move it? I moved it just a second ago. There.
There we go. Okay. Alright. Fuck that place. I'll see how it's going down here, I guess.
Okay. Are you gonna not stop until the doorway is clear? GM?
Or until there's literally a way to get up there. And yes, that brown pile that the brown image, the thing that I've drawn, yes, is the pile of crap we've just been tossing all behind him.
Mm-hmm.
All right, if that's what you want. He's been there for 5 minutes. Um, just letting you know, Mien, that you still don't see a clear way to get into the room.
On tossing. This man is made for tossing shit.
All right. He's busy with that, so is there any more buildings?
Oh, there's plenty
there-
more buildings, but
Yeah, I do have an idea of like using a torch to burn it all down, but then, you know, it all burnt down. Including the food.
there are other buildings, but I will say that these are the buildings that you're gonna want to look at first.
Okay.
Just so that way I don't have to create an entire city.
Alright. Actually, yeah, I'll go down here and check on the rope. I'm just gonna do that.
Okay. You look at the rope. You don't see the rope.
Mm-hmm.
You
All
can make
right.
an investigation check at the spot where it was to see if you can find it again.
I mean, can I make it from this distance?
Yep.
It gone.
Yeah, you don't see where it is.
I'll just assume it got consumed. And yeah. Actually, I'm gonna. Does it look like the goo is on the stairs as well?
No. For some reason, it's not on those stairs that you're standing on.
Okay. Let me see how.
By the way, you still haven't really closely examined it, so you don't even know what it is.
Yeah, I guess I can do that now.
Alright. It is investigation. It is simultaneously liquidy and goopy, but like it has an undulation property to it. As if it's like a living organism. But when you like just sort of like press your hand against it softly, it just crumbles like a powder.
Okay.
Not
I
sure what
will.
you're not sure 100% what it is, but it has some strange properties.
Mm-hmm. I'll grab like 3 chairs from this pile.
Okay.
Go back up and put a chair down so I can move across.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Put
see.
the chair in the stuff.
Yeah, how fast does it climb up the first chair?
Are you just putting the chair in, or are you putting the chair in and then climbing on the chair?
I'm putting the chair in first.
Okay. Very slowly.
Okay. How would I give me like a time frame? Would I think it gets like it's consumed?
About a half hour.
Half an hour? Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna speed run this floor, so I'm gonna put one down here, and here,
Mhm.
and move up the stairs. And like, I'm gonna make sure these stairs don't break. I'm gonna test them first.
Okay. So you put the chairs down.
Yep.
As you're putting the third chair down, you notice some movement in this corner from where you saw the skeletal figure. And you hear
Oh.
some squishy squelching in that corner.
Is that from upstairs?
No. That's from the thing that you just saw, that the torch is illuminating through the stairs.
Okay. I will return back to this position and take a look at it.
Alright. You return back to that position. You see... just a second.
Another one.
As the weird black substance coalesces around the skeleton, it creates this.
And that just happened instantly.
As you started to go across the floor, yeah, this thing started to be created, and it starts moving in the direction
Can
that
it see
sensed
me?
movement. It's moving in the direction that it sensed movement.
Okay. I'm gonna...
Moving over towards one of these chairs.
Yeah.
It knocks the chair over.
I'm gonna stand on this closest chair and stab him.
Okay, so roll a stealth to see if it doesn't notice you.
But I did roll 27 first, if you wanna re-roll that.
Oh. When did you roll that for?
4 rolls ago.
Oh, yeah, you rolled that for this room. There was nothing in that room, so you need to roll again.
Okay. 24.
Okay. Let's see what it rolls. It got a total of 16.
With disadvantage?
Yes.
Damn. Pretty close, but not good enough. I stab it.
Alright. Go ahead, roll your attack.
Ooh, is that it?
That does not.
Was that it?
That does.
Alright. So I guess it's initiative now.
Just a second. Yes, it is. And it is not bloodied yet, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Other Swarma. Remove. Purple Dragon, remove. Okay. And initiative is based on dex. Okay, that's wonderful. So its initiative is... its initiative is -1.
Alright. There's just one problem now. I don't have advantage to hit it.
Correct.
I'm gonna disengage.
Okay.
And move down the stairs to the others. So that is 15, 30 down here,
Yep.
right?
Yep, you're there.
And the pile just keeps on growing and growing and growing.
Question: how long has it been since I last made my check
Oh, you can make another one.
of perception to find cooler rocks?
If you want to make it find a cooler rock, but you got this one loosened. Yeah, you don't find any more cooler rocks.
Yeah, I'll try to get this one then.
All right,
What do you
make
want me to roll?
athletics with advantage because you're using your
I
crowbar.
have a crowbar. 16 again. That's the exact same fucking number.
However, since you succeeded twice, you managed to wedge the rock loose. You now have a rock.
When in the story, did I get this rock loose?
Approximately a minute before he gets attacked by the thing.
Which one?
This thing.
Okay. Okay, so I can't see him, right? From where I'm standing?
You cannot.
I cannot. It would have been way more
Because at
fun.
this point in the story, he grabbed some chairs and went into that room.
Okay. So what does the rock look like?
It's got like sparkly flecks in it, but otherwise it's like a gray stone. You're not sure what it's made of or anything.
Okay. That's sparkly flex sized. How big was it? Like my head? Or is it bigger now since I got it loose?
The rock, yeah, once you got it loose, it's a little bit bigger than your head, but it's approximately the size of your head.
Okay, so size my head. Yes, I'm writing down my rock collection. Okay, so which of my fellow friends, who did I see last? The lizard or the...
The lizard is still there.
Yeah, he's still there.
Oh, I can see him?
Yeah.
Yes.
He's just
I'm
throwing
yellow.
garbage into the middle of this street.
Oh, I thought, what is this yellow thing then? Is that the...
The yellow square is the light that is being given off by this thing.
Okay, so that's the yellow square. Okay, so I can see him, right?
Yeah.
Okay, in that case, I'll be running over to him with the new rock that I got over my head. It's like, no, I found a cool rock! Look! It's so cool! So I'll just like stare at it.
Okay, so, Mr. Dragonborn, you have a man who is telling you that he found a cool rock.
Cool rock.
so very hard resisting to be like, ah yes, thought. I'm so hard resisting that. Uh,
Yeah, you're gonna stick with this guy for a long time because you can't kill each other. So you better make friends.
well, technically, I can kill him by literally just getting a nail and then getting a hammer, nailing him to a pole. Done.
Yeah, but then he's gonna respawn and take revenge. Probably.
Oh, he won't be dead. He's alive. He's just stuck.
He's gonna die eventually.
And then when you get to your next checkpoint and want to go back to that lady, he will spawn back to that lady. So,
Oh god. Rinse and repeat.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, But yeah, I'm just literally just tossing junk behind me. The pile just keeps on growing, and I really got to go because my mind is just half falling asleep,
Okay.
and I feel a bag under my eye, and I feel my eyelids just getting heavier with the second.
Okay. You're about to get into a fight, but okay.
I'm look at the
Come on,
shitty.
you can do this. One fight, Gio.
For fuck's sake, one fight then done because I had a shitty night last night.
Okay.
All right, it is decided.
Okay. So
Hurry the fuck up.
he is presenting you the rock.
Oh, keeps tossing junk behind me.
Yeah, so he's ignoring you.
I just gave them like a glance and then like nothing interesting, tossing again.
Jeremy, anything? Any response? He looked at you and then looked away.
It just looked at me and looked away when I
Yeah.
showed him my cool rock.
Yep.
Well, in my mind, he saw my cool rock, and he got so perplexed of my cool rock that he had to look away because of the way it shines. Because you said it had like prickly
Yeah,
flakes,
it has a
sparkly
little
flakes.
flecks of shiny stuff in it. Yep.
Yeah, like sharply specks. And I know that like most like lizard things don't like light. I was like, huh, this just blew his mind.
So I'm so stunned that I keep continuing working.
All right.
All right.
So then we go back to him. Then we're now back in initiative. So it is its turn. As you stand here, the wall next to you undulates slowly, and you hear that weird passing of air, that like whining sound. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh my god.
Me?
No, him.
Oh,
Ugh. What the fuck, dude?
All right. You take
no.
because I did set that up earlier. You take 22 damage.
Ain't dead.
Really?
I got lucky.
I mean, I got 11 HP.
He insta dead.
Yeah, so the two of you out here, you just hear and then collapsing inside that room.
Stop tossing for a moment. Get Great Tex out.
All right. Do you head over there?
I just walk around the corner of my pile and see what's
Yeah,
gonna
this
come
is
out.
now difficult terrain. This entire
Mhm.
spot.
It's like a tiny mountain. I just walk around it, try to see what's gonna come out of here. Cause I hear it come from there.
Right here. This is where it's coming from.
Mm. Also, I just grabbed one of the chairs with me just in case.
All right, here's what you see. And Mr. Kenku, do you do anything? Because it's a turn or two before this happens.
Hey, Ben.
What?
Are
You-
you just gonna stand
You
there?
heard a loud coughing sound and then someone collapse inside this room.
Hmm.
So what do you do?
Pumping zone collapsion.
Yeah.
What an incredible roll, dude.
Yeah, I know.
Like, holy shit.
I didn't think I was gonna even down you, let alone kill you.
Because at this point, I'm like only thinking like, what was noise? I'll walk over to look what's inside.
Okay, so here's what you see. You see this thing standing in this corner, and this guy who is your friend is collapsed on the floor.
I see this.
Yeah, you see it because the door's open.
Okay, so the door is open. I see my friend is collapsed, and this thing is standing over him.
It's walking towards the doorway. Now that you're
Oh.
in the doorway.
Don't hurt friend.
Oh, nice.
Chuck. Boom.
Alright.
Watch you roll 2 ones.
Wow.
Oh, yikes.
Wow, look at that. Wow.
It could have been a
Oh.
lot worse, but it's not
You only
great.
get max
Yeah, but it
damage.
could have been a shit ton of better.
You only get max damage when you hit me, dude.
Mm,
So it is.
that's true.
7. It is now bloodied. Do you wish to
Yeah,
do
I-
anything else? You had to walk over this difficult terrain to get to this door, so you are now there and have no more movement.
Can't I
Damn.
Eldritch Blast like 2 times, or is that later?
That's higher level.
Okay, that's higher level.
Damn. These things are like 60 HP, dude.
They have quite a bit.
It's pretty high.
Like
Insane.
I said, these things are not meant to be easy.
Hey, see my cool rock? I'll
goes-
show it my cool rock.
Alright, it goes and starts stumbling towards you.
Doesn't seem
Maybe
too
it needs a
interested in my
closer
cool
look.
rock. Yeah,
Maybe-
it needs a closer look.
Alright. So I'll get you two to add yourselves to the initiative. And we'll see who acts first on this next turn.
What does this protection wound even offer me, dude? Hasn't done shit.
It gave you the flash, but you didn't get a chance to use it.
Did you put the
Fucking hell.
stuff out?
I mean, if you're downed in one hit, then you don't get to use
Oh,
the
you're not
flash.
finished yet. Okay.
Mhm.
Roger's not finished yet. You only have a little bit.
Okay. So are you two going to add yourselves to the initiative or not?
Oh yeah.
Damn, you dealt 7 damage on the crits, and I deal 27 on a normal roll if I hit. It's pretty good.
Jeremy? Jeremy is not in the initiative.
Hey man.
What?
You're not in the initiative.
Now I am.
Alright. So, Swarma is literally dead. Mien.
Nope.
I'm keeping a hold of my chair because I have something planned for if that thing comes out.
Alright. It is now Jeremy's
ready.
turn.
So ready action.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. It's probably not
Good.
going to reach you next turn anyway, so I'm not worried about it.
Mhm.
When you gonna throw a share at it?
No. Well, technically yes, but also no.
Alright, Jeremy. You're standing in the doorway. And this thing looks like it wants to walk towards you, but hasn't yet.
You could use your Hexray curse or your Hex, you know.
He could.
Well, it's not at me yet, so I don't see a real danger yet. Is it still? Is it still looking at my cool rock?
It is looking at you, which is holding
Is
the
it?
cool rock.
Come over here, look at cool rock.
Okay. Is that what you do with your turn?
Yes.
Okay, great.
Yeah, dude, it's coming closer.
Nobody's told me that this thing is an enemy yet.
Yeah, I'm just dead in front of it. No biggie.
Yeah.
Well, you're not bleeding or anything. Yeah, so it moves over. Let me see. So to hit, it doesn't have very much. It rolled a total of 8 to hit you.
That misses. Can we make it that it hits my cool rock?
Do you want it to hit the cool rock?
Well, no. But if it tries to hit me and I'm holding the cool rock in front of me and it misses, it would be a lot cooler if it hit my cool rock.
Okay. So what you're trying to tell me is you want it to hit the cool rock as a player, but not as a character. Okay, great. It hits the cool rock. With its weird, gangly hand.
It just made it less cool.
Mm-hmm. It's dead.
Okay. So, Shawarma, you're still dead.
Cool.
Mien.
The moment has not yet arrived.
Okay. Jeremy.
Cool rock! No! That motherfucker.
Okay, he is hexed.
And Hex is a bonus action, right?
Yep.
So Eldritch Blast that motherfucker. With a 9? Right?
Pretty
Yes,
sure
it's
it's
a
a
9.
9.
Mhm.
Unless I'm now flanking with...
You have disadvantage since you're in melee with him. You're
Yeah.
Oh, so
using
it's
a range
9.
spell. Mm-hmm.
So that misses.
Yeah, but it's still hexed.
It is. Alright, creature. It gets a natural 20.
Well, that hits, if that was you wondering.
Okay. Dice roller. It deals you 9 damage
1 HP left. That's plenty.
as it just claws at your face. And it
Must be
leaves
nice.
it leaves some black substance in your wound.
Must be nice not being able to get one shot.
Sorry. I rolled too high.
Sometimes it happens, man. Sometimes it happens.
Hmm.
I have a
Let-
shit ton of HP with my 10 HP.
Yeah. You need
Let
to
me.
make a con save, by the way, for your hex.
Yeah, you have to make a con save for your hex.
Me?
Yes.
Huh.
10 or higher.
Easy.
GG easy.
Mm-hmm.
I'll immediately tell you, the moment still has not arrived.
Okay.
Yeah, he's waiting for you to die.
Really.
All right,
I mean,
Jeremy.
I have a giant pile of
Yeah.
chairs.
You hit Cool Rock! That's not fun! Holy shit. That's bad.
9 again.
Yikes.
This thing's AC is 10, by the way.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. I have +7 to my Eldritch Blast. This is just really showing that this game wants my retarded GameCube to die, apparently.
Yep.
All right.
It wanted to kill my Green Dragonborn as well. In one hit.
Oh, well, that's my turn. If I can't stab him as a bonus action or whatever with my dagger.
No.
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 So that's my
Sadly not,
turn.
no.
So I rolled a total of 16.
That hits. So I'm dead.
All right. I am going to. Whoops. You take 17
Yeah.
damage.
You're dead.
Oh, I'm instant. Nice.
Nice.
I'm dead. I'm not just dead. I'm dead.
Mm-hmm. This creature walks here.
Oh yes, it walks there. Chair avalanche.
Okay. So you're trying to make a chair avalanche. Do you succeed is the question. So how do you wish to do that?
I used it one chair that I have. I toss it at the pile that I've made it and make it just like collapse towards.
All right. Make a
Big.
dexterity check.
Funny.
Okay, you do manage to throw it in such a way that the chairs fall on it. Roll 2d6.
Huzzah, I did a lot of damage.
That was not worth 2 deaths, dude.
7.
Okay, the creature is bloodied. But it already was. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was about to say that. I was bloody when I was finished with it.
Yep.
So now the area where it's standing is also difficult terrain now. However, it didn't even wish to go over there because you're standing in the light. So it
Mm-hmm.
just walks back in the room.
Oh no, you fucking don't. Hold on,
That's
that's
its
more
turn
than.
though, so it can actually do that, yes. So it is your turn. Both your companions are, well, at least the one companion you can see is slaughtered on the ground.
Yeah, get over here. I'm a raging.
Okay. You begin to rage.
It's, well, doesn't matter really that much, but still I can do one thing. You not go anywhere. Javelins, are those completely strength based or strength deck? I don't know.
They are strength. They are a ranged weapon that is based on strength.
Okay. You not leave my side. Yeet.
21 hits him.
9.
Okay. He takes a javelin to the chest.
And that's the end of my turn.
All right. Now that you are closer, and you are within its range to move to, it moves over to you.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna try to hit you. Boop. So that's a total of 12 to hit.
No.
Okay. Doesn't hit you. So that's its turn. It is now your turn.
Time to be chopped into pieces. 17
That hits him.
for 12.
Right.
Get 12 damage.
It needs to make.
Oh, of those kind of beings.
It survives your strike. As
Oh.
your strike seemed to have been a mortal wound to it, and it was about to
Mm-hmm.
fall to pieces, but the black gunk that is around it just sort of seeps back up to where you cut it in half, and then it just pulls itself back together.
Not amused by thing that thinks it can just stay. And yeah, that's the end of my turn.
Okay. Creature. Okay. It's gonna try to hit you. Because it has no other priorities right now. So a total of 7 to hit.
No.
Has to
No,
be
you don't
right.
mean it. No. It is definitely not hitting me.
Okay. Doesn't hit you.
Just double checking something. Oh dear God. Oh dear God.
Are you gonna try to hit it?
I'm gonna hit it twice.
Come on, man. Smack it in the face and kill it.
I'm gonna hit it twice. With hand
That's
axes.
reckless.
No, hand axes.
Reckless.
That I don't have yet.
Alright.
I'm a first level barbarian. That
Okay.
is correct, right?
Are you going to attack?
Yeah, like a second. Yeah, so with 2 hand axes, so meaning I get 2 attacks.
Okay, go ahead.
So 10
10 hits it. Just barely, but it does.
for 11.
Okay, give me a second. It is defeated.
Huzzah.
Wow. Now you gotta clear the tower by yourself.
Well, since I don't know how it works, I just grab the Kanku's body, drag it over towards the light, then go back for your body, drag it towards the light, and be like, how long will it take?
Their corpses continue to rot. By the way, both of you are now in a white void. Like when you were transported here.
Yeah.
Oh, so we're not dead. Well,
We are
dead,
in
but
we are in the loading screen.
we're
Waiting
in the
for you.
loading screen.
I just
I don't
grab,
remember eating any of that purple stuff.
I
Or that
grab
pink
the
stuff,
orb.
whatever the witch made.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I grab the orb.
You place your hand on the orb. You feel better. To the both of you, you are restored. However, Mr. Kenku, your rock, as you spawn back here, your rock is put back into place and is no longer in your possession.
Oh, do I remember it?
Do you?
Yes.
I'll make a history check for that. Do I remember it?
I'll leave it up to you.
A 3?
No 5.
No.
Yep, you are both restored. However,
Oh,
all the doors that you opened are now closed again.
yeah,
And
reset the
Mr.
whole thing.
Barbarian, you notice that the doors, like this white light envelops your eyes so you can't see anything, and then when the white light fades, all the doors are closed again. And this big pile of stuff is gone.
My work! Damn it.
All right. So there was a guy inside that house.
I killed it.
I know. So I'm gonna look for awesome rocks with a natural 20.
Nope, the bird is not.
Did I get killed by the wall?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the goop on the wall.
So
It let
Also,
out some spores towards you, and the spores just sort of like hit you in the face as you were running by. And just like when the dragon breathed on you, it hurt you in a strange way, and then you just died from it.
Do I
Did
see
I
any
get-
cool rocks with a natural 20?
You do. Not only do you see the rock that you saw before, but you see another rock that is right. Oh, wait. That is right here. It is a yellow rock.
guys, I'm gonna go, because for me it's too late.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll maybe go just a little bit longer, but no more fights anyway.
I'm gonna
Okay,
get that rock.
See ya.
See ya.
See ya.
I'm gonna get that rock.
So, I am going to place things where you guys are for sure aware that there are enemies.
Mm-hmm. You know, there's a dude inside here somewhere.
You saw movement, you don't know what the movement was, so it's not confirmed to be an enemy.
Okay.
I can put a thing there for you, but I'm not going to put an enemy token there.
Do I
Do
get
I-
the rock?
Sorry?
Do I get the rock?
Oh, the rock is part of the cobblestone.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Here we go again.
I'll use my crowbar to try and loosen it.
Alright, rolling
With a
athletics.
natural 20? Really?
I don't see it.
Yeah. You saw
My nat 20. You don't see my nat 20.
Oh, for
The
your
perception.
Yeah, perception. See cool rocks. Nat
Yeah.
20.
Yeah, you
Yes.
saw the yellow rock, and it's part of the cobblestone.
Fuck's sake. Well, in this case, since I got a natural 20, I'll try and loosen it with my crowbar immediately.
Okay, great. Roll athletics.
At advantage,
Yep,
7.
it's stuck.
I'll try.
Right. While he's doing that, do I think that the goop walls like saw me, felt me somehow when I fought the thing? Because it didn't spew spores at me when I was stealthing through it.
Make an intelligence check. Straight intelligence. See if your character is smart enough to. Yeah. You have a feeling that when the entity, which was the weird creature, saw you, since the black substance is part of the creature, perhaps when it sensed your presence, it controlled a different part of the black substance that was nearby
Okay.
to activate as you
So,
went by.
Matt, I got a nat 20 on my athletics check to get the rock.
Yeah, so 3 minutes pass before you get it, but you do get it.
yeah.
How big is it?
It is 1.5 times the size of your head,
Mm.
and it is a purely yellow rock.
1.5 times my head?
Yeah. So one of your heads and another half of your head. That's the size of it. And it's the same color as your eyes, which is why you think it's cool.
I'm gonna try like pulling out the torch and trying to get a light from this.
All right.
If that's
You
possible.
try to translate the light to your torch. It doesn't work.
Yeah, figured.
I'm gonna run over and show my cool rock.
He sees that you
Look
are
at
trying
the
to show
cool
him.
rock I found!
Wow.
Pretty cool.
Hey, you want to use that rock to beat some zombies up?
Yellow.
Mm-hmm. Come with me.
I'll
gonna-
follow him.
I'm gonna stealth.
I'm gonna put my rock in my backpack. Do you like obviously stealth?
I'm gonna say you should stay here and shoot whatever comes through this door.
Stay
Okay.
here.
Stay here. And I will open the door. And I'm going to step before that. And when you shoot, I'll...
By the way, do I have my spell back?
Yeah, you guys are fully healed.
Okay. Okay.
Mhm.
Because when he activated the object, when he activated the beacon, we'll call them for now. When he activated the beacon, it fully healed him and you guys, but it also fully healed this zombie and this zombie thing. So,
Yep.
it's a double-edged sword.
Opening this door. The 14.
Alright, with the 14, it's not... It does make a noise when you open the door.
That's fine, as long as he doesn't see me.
So, did you roll a stealth?
24.
Oh, okay. That's what that one was for. Okay. I will see what it sees.
But he can probably see this thing.
Well, it's not consciously looking for you, but it might still see you. Which it doesn't. There's a small chance it might see you, but it doesn't.
Mm-hmm.
So it walks from the middle of this room. Walks to
Yep.
the door.
Can I see it?
Yes, the door is fully open.
Shoot it. 12 to hit.
Yep, that hits.
As he starts shooting, can I stab
Of
him?
course.
Yes. You can
Good
use a
lord.
surprise round, whereas he could only use a held action because he was seen. You can use a surprise round because you weren't seen.
It's a lot of damage.
5 plus 12 plus 16 plus 12 plus 10. It is still up.
Yeah.
So initiative time. I will remove what's his name just because he isn't here and he's not over there.
Mhm.
Yeah, so Jeremy. Initiative. Okay, this creature has a decent chance of going last still. Let's see. It doesn't. It rolled a total of 15, which is a 17 minus 2.
Lucky.
Okay. So, since you attacked it, even though you're like reaching around the corner to attack it from where you are, even though you're around the corner, it still knows
Yep.
where you are because you revealed yourself to attack. Like normal. So,
Mhm.
of course, it's going to go to the closest thing. Just like most creatures of its ilk. It rolled a 14 total.
AC 15.
Okay, it misses.
All
It is now
right.
your turn.
I do not have advantage, right?
You do not have advantage because he's not next to him, so there's
Mhm.
nothing to give you advantage. No surprise round, nothing.
Okay. I will. What's this stuff?
That still hits it. But it doesn't give you the additional plus 10? Because that's sneak
It
attack.
does.
Right?
It's not kind of a sneak attack. It's the weapon master.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's. I got the macros for it.
So then that's okay. I know what it needs to roll to survive. It just barely doesn't roll that. It needed a 16 to survive.
Nice.
So it collapses.
All right. That's good. Good job, Jeremy. You really showed them.
That was a cool rock.
It is a cool one.
Mm-hmm. I am going to. Can I light a torch and like stop burning this thing and see how it reacts?
You can. But it only leaves the area where the flame is touching it, where it's physically coming into contact with it. And then once the
Okay.
flame stops coming into contact with it, it starts moving back.
Gotcha.
Obviously, it doesn't want to be burnt, is the reason.
Mm-hmm.
So if you lit the whole room on fire, it would go away. But
That's
actually
gonna be.
succeeding in doing that might be a different story. Because the building is
Yeah,
actually made of stone. The building itself.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
But now that you remember where this trap is, oh yeah, I was going to give you a thing that you can use to mark stuff. You just tell me that you want the thing and I'll put it there.
Was that place specifically a trap?
Just a second. I am going to tell you what it was. Because you're going to
Okay.
look there because you were like, oh, there was a thing there.
Mhm.
So, question mark in this room. I'll copy that. Copy. So in this square, oh, not that square. That's the second floor. On this square, you sort of look at the wall. You notice that there's a large, bulbous thing. It kind of looks like a. It looks like a tumor almost on the wall, and it has a little hole on the top of it, and it expands and contracts slightly. That's what you see there.
Okay. Do I see any more of those things in this room?
Roll a perception check. You do not.
I don't?
You do not.
Okay. I'm gonna stay some distance away and throw a torch at it.
All right. Make just dex, just straight dex check. So with an 8,
Sneak attack?
no. With an 8, it just clatters to the floor. It doesn't make it far enough.
Yeah, okay. Well, second torch.
Yep.
There you go.
All right. It comes into contact with the thing. Here's what happens. The black substance that is bulbous retracts, and you see this white, fleshy bit just exposed on the wall.
Oh. White fleshy. And did the torch hit that?
No, it came into contact with the black substance that was protecting it until just a moment ago.
Okay. I poke it with a 10-foot rope.
All right, you poke it. A bunch of spores emanate from it.
Okay. Does it look like it can be destroyed by stabbing it or burning it?
Make a nature check. Yep, it looks fleshy, so usually things made of flesh can be destroyed.
I will stab it with my rapier.
Alright, roll an attack.
Do I get my things for this?
It
Or
can't
what?
see you, so sure.
Is that it?
That does. And we'll see how much damage. Yeah. It is chopped off the wall and it falls to the floor. So there's a little round fleshy bit on the floor.
Okay. Do I think it's completely destroyed now?
You're not sure. It's not moving.
I'm gonna double tap just to make sure.
Stab it.
Yep.
Sure, the 10 hits it. Alright, you stab right through it. A bunch of spores poof out of it in a little cloud, which settles onto the floor. And it goes flat. Like, it was round like a balloon, and now it's like flat.
Okay. And what happened to the wall? Is it normal now?
In that place on the wall, the black stuff just starts to coagulate and reform, but it doesn't form like a bulbous thing again. It just
Okay.
goes flat along the wall.
Okay. I'll pick up my torches and
Yep. So those torches are
find.
retrieved. The other torches that you threw before the thing reset, you don't know where those are.
Hmm.
They're not in your possession.
Okay. I will. There was some furniture in this room, right?
Yep, there's furniture in there.
Yeah, I'll grab some. And
Alright, as you go into that room, you notice, as you glance over at the door, the growth on the door is slightly less than it was when you came in here the last time.
oh, so it hasn't spread that far yet. Probably.
You surmise that when this thing brought you back, it also made this go back to wherever it was.
Hmm.
It's still trying to spread again, but it didn't make as much progress as it did the last time you came into the room.
Is this door locked, by the way?
You're not sure, you haven't tried the door handle. You noticed the black veins on the door and then didn't interact with it.
I'll try to rope around it and pull it.
Okay. You try it, the door is locked.
I do have teeth tools.
Do
Are
you wish
we
to try to
ending
use
soon, or
Hmm?
Yes, we'll end within. Yeah, I'll let him try this door thing, and then when he's finished with the door, we'll end. Because I wanted to go to the hour, and it just became the hour. I realized.
It's the same sleight of hand modifier, so it's a 19.
So 19. You do release a mechanism. However, you know that your thieves' tools, because you tried the doorknob and it doesn't open. You know that your thieves' tools are not sufficient to open this door. Almost as if
Okay.
there's a key that is required that is more complicated than what you have.
by the way, Yumba, as you you had to walk this path to get into that door, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. As you walked through this path to get to that door, you would still see Jeremy standing at the exact same spot that you told him to stand in and shoot whatever was at that door.
Oh.
This is kind of my hint to tell you that this guy is basically dumb enough to basically be a familiar.
Well, that's good because you're basically more useful than Gio then, because he's likes to sabotage.
Yeah, but use that because I made this character dumb enough to be literally a buffed up ass fuck familiar.
Yeah.
Which is also one of the spells that I'm thinking about getting later on. To get more familiar, so yeah.
When your familiar is smarter than you,
Then you know you fucked up.
basically.
When your familiar is smarter than you, then you know you fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
Uncle Roger put his feet down from chair. Cause familiar smarter than you. Then you know you fucked up.
Okay.
Right.
So, do you want to do anything else with the door?
So do I find a key in this room that can maybe fit it?
In the room? No.
Holy shit, my hit was basically to make you shout at Jeremy to help you unlock the door. I have a +5 in sleight of hand.
I have a +7.
Yeah, but I have it hooked off, which means I can help you. So you get advantage.
Yeah, I'll keep that in mind.
But I already told him that his thieves' tools, no matter what he rolls, are not sufficient to open the door. The locking mechanism on that door is more complicated than his thieves' tools are capable of unlocking, is what I'm trying to tell him.
So this is like an advanced door compared to the rest.
Compared to the others, yeah. You can roll a history check, actually. You're a pirate, so I'll give it to you.
Nope.
I'll give you a little bit, even though you failed. There's a guard station nearby. So, like, these rooms here are guard station stuff. So they have to have their weapons somewhere. So that door might be so
Yeah,
secure
it's probably
because
the armory.
yeah, it could be like an armory or an evidence holding place or even a jail, perhaps. You're not sure.
Okay.
So it could be any one of those things. And if it's at the entrance of a city, they might have a slightly more complicated lock, so that way if someone just walks into the city to break out a prisoner who was just like, your immigration status is faulty, you need to stay in this prison. And then this other dude is like, well, I want to break him out. Well, then that's might be why. So there's multiple reasons it could be like that.
I wanna grab like a desk.
Okay.
And go up the stairs here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. This guy's a skeleton now, right?
Yeah, he is back to his dormant state.
I throw it at him.
Okay. We will leave.
And then
I'll leave you on the cliffhanger for next time. You throw the desk. Wait, I'll need you to roll an athletics first. Yeah, so the desk lands in the next square to you.
yeah, but it disturbs the things, so you
Yes,
should wake up, right?
if that was your goal, that's fine.
It would make a lot of fucking noise.
Yeah, it does make a lot of noise.
If
That's
that
fine.
helps.
And
That's fine.
this thing begins to stir and awaken. And that is where we will leave off.